Welcome to Well Since We're Here, and in today's episode we discuss the ways I, as a gay person of color, may have to navigate the world in This Is Not a Test. Well, since we're here, baby, let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it. Shh, it's just me and you. We ain't got to tell the whole crew. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, since you're here. Welcome to Well Since We're Here. I'm your host, Gucci, and in today's podcast, we are going to discuss the ways as a gay person of color that I've had to navigate this world in. This is not a test. Navigating the world as a gay person of color came with unique challenges and experiences, at least for me. While it's essential to acknowledge and embrace our identity while also seeking support from our community and allies, having open dialogue and education can help us all promote understanding and acceptance. This has me thinking back on ways I've had to minimize who I am in order to remain respected, and I become so infuriated. I remember having to be hyperly, overly masculine to blend in, to not stick out, to be accepted as I'm one of them. And it's pretty sick when I think back on the ways that I've had to covertly just operate without thinking of who I am as a person, but more as a group of individuals. It's been times where, people have asked, am I gay, bi, or straight, or whatever, and I told them that I'm a member of the community. And they expect you to be feminine. They expect you to be over the top flamboyant. And that's just not who I am. And it takes me back to thinking of, do they really want me to be a caricature of who I am as a person? And the first thing that pops up in my mind is when they did the skits with Wanda or Sheneneh, madea, things like that. But we never really saw that in the white sitcoms when you had like Seinfeld and things of the nature. And like the only thing we got close to it, at least at that time, was Vera. But that was also on a black show in Living Color. So I sit back and I think about the story of Family Matters and how the cast was in such shambles over Steve Urkel wearing the dress as Myrtle Urkel. And now as an adult, I understand and I get it because that's how they view us anyway. So why pretend or keep feeding into the stereotype of being overtly feminine and that's not who we are? Or you get the ones that be like, hey, bitch. And it's like, I'm not your girlfriend, shorty. Like, I'm gay, but not that gay. And that reminds me that it's always important to be authentic and true to ourselves. When we pretend to be someone that we not in order to gain respect, it's like very emotionally taxing. It's always better for me to like find a balance between staying true to who I am and earning respect from others who like appreciate you for who you really are. When you understand embracing diversity and individuality is essential for our more inclusive society, especially given today's climate, we have to prepare with being uncomfortable in situations when they are totally oblivious to the ways we may feel, especially like being in barbershops or locker rooms, men locker rooms, general areas like that, bathrooms. It's like uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. Like if you go in the barbershop and, a woman walks in, you have to break the neck, pretend like you, oh my God. And it's like, no, bro, I'm just here to get my hair cut, going on about my day. I ain't here to talk about sports. I don't want you dick rubbing on me. I don't want you to make weird, like, just cut my hair, let me go. I don't want to have small talk, because you go say some shit, it's going to piss me off, bro. Like, nah, I'm good. We good on that. One of the most awkward, like, out of body moments that I've ever had, like, I wish I was a fly on the wall, bro. Like, I tell you, when you're in a locker room, right, and you got dudes walking around in towels and grab ass and then doing things that's very sus, you have to block that out, because if you looking, then you sus, and if you're not looking, then a bone shit, like you're not even having it, like you're not the boys, and it's like that's crazy, that's wild, and it's like, am I really here? Like, I just wish I was a fly on the wall. Because people don't understand, like, it can be really challenging to navigate situations where you feel uncomfortable or definitely misunderstood, especially in environments like the barbershop or the locker room. In those situations, it's essential that we let somebody know that we're uncomfortable, we speak up and advocate for ourselves, and, if we have to, be a little assertive with the communication. Let them know, I'm not with it, I don't like this horseplay, whatever it is, you speak up and you say something. If you don't like what happens in the barbershop, then just find a new barber. Like, it's 2023. Nobody is going to be back in the dark ages where we can't speak our thoughts, or, we have to be uncomfortable, especially when we have so much other shit going on in this world. I'll be damned if I'm finna go patronize a business where I can't feel safe or respected. Like, fuck that. Which brings me to understanding and being okay with knowing that I'll never fully be seen across multiple social groups or even classes. When I said earlier, I'm gay, but I'm not that gay. I'm still gay. Like, where do I actually fit in? And for those of you that find your place, I applaud you. I mean, literally, like, kudos. But don't push or shun people away, because somebody was there for you. So always remember to extend that same favor. Always pay it forward or whatever. A lot of times, within the community, you have your hand out to somebody pull you up, and then you don't reach back or reach down to help the next person coming up. And that's not right. I don't fuck with that at all. And that's just being 100. One thing you gonna understand about me, Gucci, like, I keep it 100. And, that's terrible for us to go through all the things that we go through and then still have division within us. It saddens me. Like, I didn't have anything to look up to, any role models or anybody to tell you how to be quote unquote gay, and growing up in the hip hop era, you damn sure better not say you was gay. Like, you was everything. And, that's just how life is sometimes. So for those of you that, like I said, find your happy place, understand you're unique, you different, you don't have to fit in, you don't have to conform to society. Just be you, continue to do you. And on that note, always remember to love yourself like no one else would. Peace. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and as always, we would like to thank our listeners for tuning in for new episodes each and every week. Please rate and review our podcast and download us wherever you receive your podcast. Be sure to follow or subscribe on our social media platforms under the handle Well Since We're Here, and make sure that you turn on notifications so that you stay current on all new episodes.